Hi there, this is AJ with Car Inspected, and today we are in Toronto looking at this 2019 BMW X5. It's got 89,000 kilometers on it. Overall, pretty decent condition. I did paint thickness verification and throughout the vehicle, and I don't see any signs of repair or accident. Everything looks pretty decent. No major dents or dings or damage, anything of that nature. There's a couple of rock chips here and there. Nothing too bad. There's a couple of little ones on the hood here. Just little ones. Nothing more than to be expected for the mileage. Overall looks pretty good. There is a very light scuff that can kind of be seen right here. You probably can't even see it in the video, but it's from here to here. Light brush. I'm sure a buffer would take care of it with no major issues. As we go down the side, everything looks pretty good. We do have one chip in the door here, and two light scratches right here. Other than that, everything looks pretty decent. Like I said, no repairs seen or anything of that nature. All looks pretty good. We come around back, it all looks pretty good as well. Bumper, etc. I don't see any signs of accident or getting bumped into, anything like that. All looks pretty good. Roof is nice as well. No scratches or anything down here. Everything looks good on the driver's side. No dings or anything like that. No door dings on this side. Everything looks pretty good. Windows are all original BMW, so we have no issues there with little BMW tags here. Windshield does have one. VIN is verified. It matches throughout the vehicle and is original BMW. However, this does have a small chip just at the bottom here, right here. So that little chip is there. Probably would need to get that replaced or fixed before it spreads. So we don't want any issues with that. We move on to brakes and tires. Everything looks pretty decent. We're going to start here on the passenger side front. So these are 2018s, probably original to the vehicle, with about 430 seconds of tread. So they don't have too much left. They look okay, but they are down a little bit. Suspension in there all looks pretty good. You'll see other photos, but I don't see any issues under there with axle boots leaking or signs of damage, anything like that. Everything looks pretty good under here. Now, brakes up front are a bit worn. I'd say there's about 15% or so left on them. They should probably be changed pretty soon. Probably would need to be changed for safety. Rotors have a little bit of a lip, nothing too bad, but again, when you're changing them, I'd probably change everything. Rims look good as well. So we go back here. This tire is a 2018 as well. I believe it's this one. Yeah, it's this one that has a little more tread. There's about 630 seconds of tread. So this one may have been replaced at some point or something like that. Not sure, but it does have a little bit more tread. Brakes, similar to the front, they are pretty worn. I'd say about 15% or so left. Should probably need to be replaced. A little bit of scuffage on this rim as well. And again, though, under here, I don't see any issues with suspension, etc. All looks pretty good with no leaks or damage, anything of that nature. Then we go around to the passenger side. I mean, the driver's side, sorry. This tire is similar to the rest. It's a 2018. And we see on the date here. And about 430 seconds of tread with a little bit of, these probably were on the front, a little bit of uneven wear. Nothing too bad to speak of, but it is there. Again, brakes similar to the rest. Not much left on there. You can see in there. Probably need to be replaced pretty soon. Undercarriage on this side also looks good with no real issues, nice and clean. No rust or anything of that nature. All looks pretty good. And suspension on this side looks good as well. I see no signs of issue or damage or mechanical failure or anything like that. Oh, almost dropped you there, sorry. This one is a 2018 tire as well, and about 430 seconds of tread. So again, 3 to 4 about 430 seconds, and the last one is about 630 seconds. So I would, being an all-wheel drive vehicle, I'd probably try to match them up, but they are good for all driving for now. We have same issue with the brakes, pretty worn down, would need to be replaced fairly soon. Then we go in the interior. All looks pretty nice in here, actually. couple of little tiny marks, but nothing too bad at all. Door does open and close by itself as it should, as well as this bottom one. Hit the button there, this opens up. All looks pretty good, nice and clean. Carpets are nice and clean back here. No issues. The first aid kit is missing, so it is not there. Under here, looks pretty good. It's equipped with run flats, so we don't have a spare tire or anything. But we have the tow hook and the wheel locks all there, all looking good. Headliner looks nice. Some dirt there, but it's not a stain or anything like that. You can probably wipe it right off with no real issues. Also, these little guys work, do their job to open the seats. Both of them work just as they should, as you can see. And all this looks pretty good as well, with no signs of issue. As I said, this works, does its job. I don't find any issues with any of the electronics. Everything seems to work as it should. Door panel in the back here looks pretty nice. A little white mark in this area. You can see how it's a little white there. It might clean off. I'm not sure what that is. Some wear or something like that. Seats, a little white mark there as well, but the leather looks good. No scratches or anything of that nature on this seat. There are a couple of marks on the back of this and a little scratch in the back right there. I'll put this back up. Oh, that's seat's back too far. I'll put that up in a minute. Under here, carpets look pretty decent, nice and clean, no issues. Back of the seat looks good as well as this console back. Again, nothing's really broken or any issues like that. All looks pretty decent. This door panel looks good with no real issues. Just little tiny kind of dirt, some dirt and stuff like that, but no real issues. All looks pretty decent. Switches look good. Everything works. Power seats work. This seat looks pretty good. A couple of marks here and there, and again, it has same thing to the back. It has this weird kind of white mark here. You can see that. Don't know what that is. Hopefully it would clean off with a good detailing though. This also looks pretty decent. Carpets underneath those carpets look good as well, with no issues. Glove box, owner's manual, everything is as it should be. Dash top looks good. Everything is pretty nice. Now we're gonna go in the back, but I'm gonna put the seat up a little bit first. There we go. And we flip this back. Driver's side of the rear seat looks pretty nice. Seat belts are good, no real issues. All this pulls out, does what it should, with no problems. Carpets look pretty good, somebody's feet, but that will clean right up. No real issues back here. Door panel looks good as well. Moonroof looks good as well. No cracks or leaks or anything like that. All this door panel looks nice. No major kick marks or anything. These all look good. Again, power seats work. Everything does what it should. No real problems. No major marks on this driver's seat either. Shows minimal wear, which is nice. Carpets look good here. Overall, pretty nice. Here are all these light controls, etc. Steering wheel has no wear and tear. Dash top looks good. As you can see, all this stuff, all these are looking good. No broken pieces, anything like that. This opens. All that's nice and clean. All these buttons look good. Console opens as well. It looks just as it should. Again, steering wheel looks good. We start it up real quick. We have no issues. Everything works. Radio works. Oh. There we go. Dance party time. Not anymore. Navigation, media, everything does what it's supposed to do. As you can see, all these apps and such work just as they should. Map. You'll see the pictures of the map version These are the only things that we got. The settings, and you can go to this update, and that's the map version. You'll see photos of that as well. That is the only options that I can see as far as software goes right at the moment. All this stuff seems to work as it should. No issues. We also have the screen for the sunroof, which works as it should, as it's coming. And we have no problem, no rips or tears or anything like that. All looks pretty good. Now we'll go into the hood. Also did an OBD scan, and I see no issues there. No current codes, no cleared codes, anything of that nature. We're looking pretty good. Under here, engine looks good. Belts, hoses, etc. all look pretty nice. I can't do an oil analysis because there is no dipstick on these BMWs, but it looks nice and clean under here. Probably looks like regular oil changes probably happened with no real issues. Runs clean, runs quiet and clean as well, with doesn't seem to be any issues. Again, I see no signs of accident or anything of that nature. Tested your battery. You're good at sitting at 12.5 and charging at about 15. No problems. All looks pretty good. Your coolant looks good as well. We got negative 43 with no problems. Nice and clean. Brake fluid looks good as well. 0% humidity. So mechanically, I don't see any issues under here either. No leaks, no broken parts, anything like that. All looks pretty much as it should be. No leaks around the turbos or anything like that. All pretty good. So we're going to take it for a test drive now and make sure it drives as well as it looks. And there you have it. As usual, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.